So as you can see, I've returned to a raw file here, opened up the Dynamo and named it 07-insert structural columns, and we can get to work. And the process of making the script here is mostly repetitive, but the reason for the repetition is that so you can understand it the best way possible. So I've opened up a file path here and then a file from path. Connect those up. Then I can use right click to open up the geometry.import package. Then I can press the browse option and then select the 06 structural columns file and the SAT file and open it up. Press run. So these are the foundation and these are the columns. And so after that, I'll use Ctrl+C and Ctrl+V to copy the file path. Press browse and this time select the CSV file. Then I'll use right click and open up the CSV import tool this time. Connect these two and hit run. Then I'll open up a code block, put an X and then open up the bracket and put a 0 inside of it. After that, get a copy of a code block and edit the 0 to 1 because we had 2 items in total there. There we go. Then we can connect both of them to the list here. Run. So now number 1 is the type and number 0 is the level all. So in the next step, I'll go over to the library and well, let's see. I'll look for structural framing column, but don't mistake the framing columns with the framing itself. So here we have the beam by curve package, but then we have the column by curve after that. Open that one. Now we can connect the curve to the geometry and then we have the level. So what we're going to do here is search for element types first. Open the package up here and find the level inside of the menu. Select that. After that, look for all elements of type. Connect that to the element types, which gives us the list of all of them. Press run and there we go. After that, we can use right click to find the all indices of package. Now we have these 3 packages here. Select them and well, let's move them forward a bit. All right. Now we can connect the element of type to, let's say, elements.name. Open that up here and connect them. There we go. Then press run. All right. So then we can connect the string to the list. Then the code block can go over here and connect to the item, the first code block. Hit run. All right, up to this point it's fine. After that, I'll use the flatten tool and connect that to the script. The next package that we're gonna need is the get item at index. All right, let's bring this a bit forward and we can hit run. All right, so we can get the index from the flatten and then we can connect the list itself to the all elements of type. I'll just make sure to move this here. Now we can connect the get item at index to the levels here and we can get the curve from here. Hit run and all right, now we need the columns themselves. Now we need to define a category in this step, so I'll have to look up the categories package. Let's see where the structural columns option is and select that. Then I'll open up the all elements of category package and connect that to here. Press run and all right. After that, I'll use the get parameter value by name package. Connect the elements to here. And let's see, after that, I'll use a string here and type in the type itself inside. There we go, connect it to here and press run. All right, but well, we don't have the columns here yet. And we also need to define the column types. and we can get the type from over there as well. So it's fine, I'll do it. But this is useful in projects where we've done the work up to the halfway point in the earlier version of the file. And this is where the advantage comes to hand. All right, I'll add the unit package here, the list.unique. Let's search it up in the library. And let's see what we can get and connect it here. And well, the list is empty as of now because we don't have anything in the model yet. Open up the element.name package. And as I said previously, this is useful when your project is unfinished. So then I'll use the flatten tool and then the all indices of package. Connect the string to the list and the item to the code block number 1. Then bring this here, get the list from the all indices of, and hit run. All right, so let's see what we can get. So we don't get the results from this. Let's try another method. Let's go over to the unique items and disconnect that. Select these and bring them down here. Then select these 3 and get a copy of them. Now let's go over to the element types and see if we can select the structural column through the menu. We need to make sure to select the structural columns. Well, let's see if we have the structural columns inside of the list or not. Well, it seems not, so let me see what I can do for this. So I reconnected the categories, the all elements, and these packages here, and I thought of a new idea here, and then I've selected the structural column types here through the menu, and you can see we have the types available here. Because I need one of each type inside of the model, what I'm going to do is go over to the families and open up the structural columns where we have the round and the rectangular. I'll select a round and put one item over here. Select the vertical column option and put one over here. Now none of its features are important, we just need one here. Put one rectangular column here. First a 400 by 400, then the 4 by 5, 4 by 6, then the next one. After that we have the 400 by 800, then the 450 by 800, and the last one 450 by 900. Doesn't even matter they're modeled on top of each other, we just need one of each type. Let me delete this, and it's so that when we press run, we do get the names of the types here in the list and the results. So up to here we've added a flatten and the get item at index, and the list here uses the unique. All right, and the item that we get from the get item at index is the structural column type. Let's bring the 3D plan to here and press run. And let's see, there we go. Now we can get rid of the column types. And so, well, now you can see the columns have been inserted here and modeled based on the same previous file. And every feature of them is identical. All right, so now in the next step, let's say after you've modeled the items from the earlier version and then you want to see where the items are coming from, you can go over to the dynamo here and use the same element.override color and open up the package here. Use that and connect the element to the structural framing. And well, after that, we have to use the color package, which uses the package named UI that we have here. Now, in order to find it, I'll look up the UI in the online package search, Let me see which one it is. It's this one, the plus plus. I'll press OK. And this has some interesting features and items for the coloring. So then I'll use the right click in the Dynamo to search for the color picker tool. And here we can easily select the color that we want. We don't need to enter codes or anything. So here we have the standard colors and we can select more varieties here as well. So then let me bring this over here and connect the color to here and press run. Alright, so after that I'll use the color by RGB package here. Connect these two up and the output goes over here. Make sure to select the R, the red color, in here. Alright, so now let's see what we can do for the warning here. So this was probably not even needed. We should get a result directly here. This is set on the red color. And let's see what the warning says. Dereferencing a non-pointer. Alright, so let me get a save of the dynamo up to here. And the warning we get here is probably because we deleted the column types here. So I'll hit run after we restore them, and let's see. So the list here says null. Let me check the script once again. Alright, so I haven't done anything particular, I just restarted the program, and errors like these can happen. It's the same script that we used before, although I've eliminated the color picker here, but it doesn't make a difference. It should work with that as well. Let's go with green here and press run, and yeah, it works. And we can also select the red color that we had before. Well, the process of the color picker is a bit more professional and it's easier to work with. And those who've worked with Dynamo already know this. So we can use this method to do the work here. And we can now delete these. We don't need them anymore. Save the Dynamo and